Now on to problem number 14. We're actually going to sketch the slope field at these given points, these 8 points here. We're just going to use the differential equation, plug in the x and y values, and then find the slope, and then just draw the slope of whatever we get. So I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to move systematically through it this way to figure out what the slopes are going to be. So my first point is x is 2, y is 0, right? So because x is 2, when I plug it in, I get 1 plus 0 over 2, which is 1/2. Okay, so this slope means the rise is 1 and the slope is 2, so it should be 2 over. So if I put an imaginary dot right here, the slope should go kind of like that, going to that imaginary dot over here. Okay, boop, boop, you see. Now, if you want to use something concrete, you could actually go down 1 and this way too if you want to do that instead, which makes more sense, but that slope looks good. The next point, x is 1, y is 0. Slope is 1 plus 0 over 1, which is 1. So this slope should be a little bit sharper or steeper. You can think about going this way. This one, y actually has a value now. X stays 1, y is now 1. 1 plus 1 over 1 is 2. Rise 2 over 1, so opposite slope. Okay. This one, what if x was 1, but y is -1? And we get looks like 0. So it's flatlined. Right? Similar logic, if the y value is the same, it's going to be 0, so over here is going to be 0 as well. In fact, let's plug in that point. X is -1, y is 0. We get -1. Sorry. Okay. We get y 1 plus 0 over -1, which happens to be -1. So the slope is going to be negative of -1. Now, it's actually more like that. Okay. Over here, we can just use logic at this point. But if x is -1 and y is 1, we're going to get 1 plus 1 over -1. It becomes -2. Slope is steeper. In fact, it should look mirrored across the y-axis. It should look mirrored across the y-axis. And the last one is -2, y is 0. You get 1 over -2, which from here, it looks like all the lines are actually going to this point right here, which is kind of funny. Okay. And so this is what it looks like in general, the sketch of the slope field.